Hello and welcome to Real today as we mark the halfway point of Advent. Marian shrines are places where the Virgin Mary is believed to have appeared to guide her children and increase their faith. Pilgrimages to these shrines are a journey into the heart of Mary and can make faith more tangible in daily life. Springfield College professor Catherine Dugan is the co-editor of a new collection of essays exploring how Catholics have used Marian devotion to make an imprint on the physical and religious landscapes of the United States. Dugan was the guest lecturer at the Elms College this fall for the annual Mary Dooley Lecture Series. The spiritual lives of Marian shrines in the United States was the topic of this Mary Dooley lecture, sponsored by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Springfield and the Institute of Theology and Pastoral Studies at Elms College. Catherine Dugan is Associate Professor of Religious Studies at Springfield College and co-authored, along with Karen Park, American Patroness, Marian Shrines and the Making of U.S. Catholicism. The book is a collection of essays by 12 different authors exploring the evolution of Marian devotion at the shrines across the country. I sat down with Dr. Dugan at Springfield College to learn more about how Marian shrines are shaped by the communities that hold them dear.
There's Fatima, there's Guadalupe, there's Czestochowa, and it's just sort of Mary as she pops up.
All the shrines in the book were established before Vatican II, and the book tracks how these spaces, once created for often a specific immigrant group, changed over time.
You can see the outline of the continent here, but you get this whole sense that you're like protected from nuclear destruction, and Fatima stands at the very top. So when you're inside, she's up at the top, and you're looking at this part inside the shrine.
Dr. Dugan explained how the Basilica National Shrine to Our Lady of Fatima in Lewiston, New York, has evolved over the years.
When you go to it, it looks like a bomb shelter. It was built in the Cold War. Nuclear weapons, all these concerns about nuclear destruction. That is not the same concern that we have now when we go to these shrines, and people have kind of reinterpreted the shrine space to be meaningful to different immigrant groups, for different local contexts as people go to the shrine.
Each visit to a Marian shrine is akin to dropping into a conversation for a while, Dugan says, as she read a passage from the book.
In any conversation, some voices are dominant and some are quieter. Some conversations are pointed and focused on one or two topics. Other conversations meander, and new topics are added and dropped.
After the book was published, a handful of the authors got together to discuss their work. Dr. Dugan says each author has a certain affection and tenderness for the shrine that they wrote about. Dugan's essay focuses on the Fatima family shrine in her home state of South Dakota.
And what I love about this shrine is that Father Fox, who's the founder, he managed to link Our Lady of Fatima with Our Lady of Guadalupe to turn it into like a pro-family life, pro-life political commentary, because unlike most Fatima shrines, which are all about nuclear destruction and praying to save the world, this one doesn't have any of the communism concerns. Instead, it's all about family values and abortion. So he added this special shrine to Guadalupe.
Ultimately reflecting the way meanings get reinterpreted in different times and spaces, she says. And shrines remain popular all over the country.
One of the things Karen and I talked about in the book is there's something about Mary that kind of just overflows the expectations.
They are a space set apart, providing a comfort and healing presence for pilgrims. And for those who live in or near Massachusetts, Our Lady of La Salette Shrine draws thousands during this holiday season.
Like if you go out to the shrine in Attleboro, it's huge, right? Like there's a space for picnics, there's a space for like family gatherings, there's Christmas lights, there's hot chocolate, and there's Our Lady of La Salette at the center of it.
The authors of American Patroness hope that the next time you visit a shrine, you might look at Mary through a different lens and pick up the conversation where you left off. For a link to purchase the book, head over to iobserve.org.